Today I'm going to give you some secrets on how to change up your strength training, change up your off season, give yourself a little bit of a refreshed approach. This video is for powerlifters. This video is for people that want to build their big lifts, their squat, their bench, their deadlift. They have a vested interest in building these lifts. For those that don't know, my name is Brian Carroll. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm a McGill Method certified provider, having powerlifted for over 21 years and ending on a high note of being the first person to squat over 1,300 pounds. I now work with people all over the world from both a virtual standpoint and in person here in Jacksonville, Florida, with injury, resilience, and performance enhancement. I'm not giving you medical advice. For more information, go to poweractstrength.com. Thank you so much. Enjoy this video. Sometimes in the off season, sometimes you need a fresh approach. Sometimes you need to just not do the competition lift, the standard bench, squat, and deadlift in its competition form. I've had many off seasons where I've trained people and actually done this myself where I would do variations of the squat, the bench, or the deadlift, but not in competition form. So for instance, I advocate in 10-20 Life, if you miss out of the bottom of the squat, that your secondary work, your first assistance move is pause squats. That's a good one. Well, sometimes in an off season, just do pause squats for that whole training cycle. Build up the pause squat or just do box squats for that time. Don't even regular squat for a while. Do close stance squats. The same thing applies for the bench press. If it's old and you want to do something a little different, do incline for a bit of time. Maybe you do close grip for a bit of time. Do whatever it is you do secondarily, make that priority for a while and really hone in those weak points. Same thing goes for the deadlift. Pull off of blocks. Pull out of the rack. Maybe you don't deadlift for a period of time. For whatever reason, there's people out there that get better at deadlifting from not deadlifting. I was never one of those people. I had to deadlift, I had to feel the bar, I had to build my grip strength, I had to lock in my form, but I don't pull off the floor too often. I never have. I usually pull off of blocks as my main movement. Try this. Try pulling off of blocks. Try pulling out of the rack for a while. Build capacity with your assistance work. I competed for a long time. Those around you don't like to hear about your powerlifting as much as you think they do. They don't like to hear about your strength training, your gains in the gym. Dave Tate told me this a long time ago, and it didn't really stick, but then eventually it did. Your significant other doesn't care about your goals nearly as much as you do. Though you think they do, they don't. And years later, I had a conversation with Rhea, my wife, about this, and she said, "You're right. I love you. I want you to do well, but I don't care about lifting and the intricacies about lifting and peaking and all that nearly as much as you do." Looking for the answer to your sleepless nights, sore muscles, and better overall well-being? If so, PowerAct Strength CBD has you covered. All of our products are made of CBD isolate and have 0% THC, meaning there are no worries of failing a drug test or the worry of feeling high. With PowerAct Strength CBD, we offer a wide range of products and payment options to ensure you have the option that best fits your needs. Don't just take it from me. All of our reviews and client testimonials on our site speak for themselves. You can even get 20% off your order by using code YT1306 at checkout. Go to poweractstrengthcbd.com to order now so you can get back to sleeping, recovering, lifting, feeling, and being better. You gotta have time where you have off season, you change your training up, you train light for a long time. Maybe you don't put a bar on your back for a while if it's squat time. Maybe you change to a specialty bar. Maybe you do that bar that's sitting in your rack or your bar holder that you suck at. Maybe the giant cambered bar or safety squat bar. Whatever it is you suck at, attack it and make it your first exercise. Use 10-20 Life to determine your weak points. Hell, do some of these things in the off season. For bench press, only do close grip or only do incline for a period of time. Or only do dumbbells for a while. The same can go for the squat. Kettlebell squat. Do some carries. Go for ruck walks. Build that frontal plane athleticism for a while. Deadlift, pull from blocks. Pull in the opposite stance sometime. The sumo deadlift will help you with your conventional, and your conventional will help you with your sumo. With your sumo, you'll learn to squeeze the bar off the floor conventionally a little bit better. And with your conventional, it will build your sumo because your lockout will be significantly stronger. I think it's important to be able to train in both sumo and conventional. Not everyone's going to be built and have the configurations and hip mobility and torso length to be able to pull effectively sumo and conventional, but I think most people should be able to pull both ways. The same goes to the bench press. I think both ways of bench pressing, both feet out in front, like shown here, and tucked. You should be able to mimic this even just a little bit, because you never know, you might need to change things up. Having your feet out in front of you is going to be easier on your back but harder on your hips. Having your feet tucked is going to be harder on your back but easier on your hips. So again, I think you should try these things in the off season. The off season is a time for you to recover, for you to experiment, for you to attack your weak points, and simply just change things up. Use your bands and chains during this time. Some people just want to throw some chains on the squat and on the bench press and on the deadlift. This is your time to experiment in the off season. Change things up. Have time where you don't have a bar on your back or in your hands for an extended period of time. These are secrets for your off season, for your strength training. With the hundreds of people that I've helped in powerlifting and average Joes building their lifts, this is one of the things that I have the most success with, especially when it's a weak point. We end up making their close grip strong or their pause squat strong. You have to attack these weak points. You have to bring things to the next level, and focusing on that weak point for a whole season, 5-10 weeks when you're traveling abroad and you don't have the best equipment, attacking the weak points can be an absolute game changer for you. You know, after a while, people get burnt out doing the same bench press, doing the same assistance work, doing the same squat, the same assistance work, the same bench. You got to switch things up. In 1020 Life, I talk about the different splits. I have a jumbo split where you squat, bench, and deadlift one time a week, and then you do assistance work. Then I have a combo day where you squat and you deadlift on one day, then you bench on a separate day and have assistance on another day. Then I have the traditional conventional squat one day, bench one day, deadlift another day, and have assistance on another day. There's different options. Use the off season to do this. Take advantage of your schedule. The kids might be out of school. Maybe you have less time. Do the jumbo day. There's all kinds of different things that I advocate for in 1020 Life that will make your off season more fun, productive. If you're stale or stagnant, it will pique your interest. Nobody has fun when they suck. Winning is fun. Get good at your lifts, attack your weak points, switch things up, switch the form of the lift up some, add some bands and chains, change the bar periodically, and enjoy your training. No one's gonna stay with strength training or powerlifting if they suck at it and they're not having any fun. I get that. There's nothing more fun than winning, though. Get good at what you do, make progress, make it sustainable, and this is when you have fun. That's why I did it for 21 years, and I wouldn't have done it any other way.
Hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember, like, subscribe, share, click the notifications because we drop videos twice a week. We also have a live stream every Friday where I answer your questions. Click below to see the latest video that we uploaded. Also, for our products, our CBD, our books that correspond with these videos, it's down in the description. For more information about all things Brian Carroll and PowerAct Strength, go to poweractstrength.com. You can book a consult both virtually and in person with me. Enjoy your week, and thank you so much.